Pharmacy is a platform dedicated to source code analysis of C programs. And it comes with a formal specification language called ACSL. And this tool is developed by our lab at CAList and also by Inria Proval at Saclay. And it's fully an open source project released under LGPL. So the platform is fully extensible, that is our point today, because each analyzer is a plugin, and you can write your own plugins if you want. Also, the platform provides a way in order to do some collaboration between plugins. And the platform itself provides several pre-implemented static analyzers, and it's meant to be used in both academic and industrial purposes. So, Pharmacy is not only one tool, it's several tools embedded into one single platform. It's fully written in projective kernel, and it's trying to minimize the number of dependencies, because we have to provide long-term support, and we want to simplify the installation process. So mainly we have only 3 dependencies. We provide our own version of SEAL, the intermediate language developed at Berkeley. So we have forked the historical version. And we also need OCaml and LabelGTK for the GUI. So from the developer point of view, Pharmacy is a big API for developing new static analyzers. And our team provides support via API documentations, a manual, mailing list, BTS, and so on. So that is the overall architecture of the tool. So at the bottom we have our version of SEAL, which is extended in order to, which provides first compilation of C programs mainly, and which is extended in order to implement our specification language and to use the general services provided by the Pharmacy kernel. And this kernel also provides more specific services dedicated to static analysis, like abstract interpretation lattices, for instance. On top of that, you have the plugins, and each of them can collaborate and interact with the Pharmacy kernel. So the rest of the talk is running examples, and we will write a simple loop counter. So mainly, mainly you have to write a main and to connect the main to the rest of the platform. On Pharmacy will run your main among the other plugins. So here we just print a single message. So you can load your script with Pharmacy and Pharmacy on it by dynamic linking. So now you can register your plugin by applying a functor. And by doing this, you have 3 default options added to the Pharmacy command line. An help for your plugins, which displays this help on all your options, and option for verbosing. And you have also some additional ways in order to add your own command line options and to display messages in a standard way for Pharmacy. I will show this later. So, for messages, Pharmacy provides format-like functions called feedback, result, warning, abort, error, fatal, not yet implemented, and so on. And by using these functions, all the messages in the platform are printed in a nominal way. For instance, you can use a feedback message in order to print this, which is only printed if you are in verbosing at least 2, and you can print the result of the analyzers with the format stuff. So if we try to run this example. Okay. That is exactly the code. I can run it. If it works. Oh, my Emacs is good. That's Emacs. Sorry. Okay. So I already installed the plugin of my computer, so it not need to load it. Oh. My Emacs is not working. Sorry for the demo. Maybe we will do another one just after. Not know why Emacs is not working. But after you can use specific messages, but you can also add new command line options. Here you can implement a Boolean options minus loop with these functor applications, which is quite unusual in Camel. But it provides a Boolean options initialized to false, like the name of the functor. The options name is minus loop. The help message is there, and it's the last field is to tell through pharmacy what is this option is, if it is a tuning option, a result of an analyzer or something like that. And after that, in your code, here I only run the analyzer if the option is set. In order to have a fully independent plugin, you can write your own makefile. And Pharmacy provides pre-installed generic makefiles. So mainly you have to only set few makefile variables and include the generic Pharmacy makefile. Like this, you include the Pharmacy makefiles. You tell where Pharmacy is installed. You give your clonal name or your CMO file list without extensions. And after that, you can compile your plugins, install it, and run it. And they are the same way for configure via autoconf, if you want. Now we have to write the body of our analyzers, the counter itself. For this purpose, we visit the IST of the C programs. And for this purpose, Pharmacy provides a visitor in an object-oriented style. So mainly, we inherit it, and at each statement, if it is a loop, we increment our counter, and that's all. And after that, we have just to call this visitor on the IST and to visit it from the top of the IST. That is very just a few lines of code in order to implement a loop counter for any, say, standard program. So, now if you want that your plugins will be usable by another plugin, you have to register its API. And for this purpose, Pharmacy provides dedicated techniques like this, which use dynamic typing, which is a library provided by the Pharmacy kernel in order to implement dynamic typing in a safe way. So mainly you have just to register your functions with the name of the plugins, and to tell that it is a function of each unit to int. So that's allow to have mutually aggressive plugins and to have several implementations compatible with the same interface. With this, any plugins can call dynamic.get with the same argument, and you get the functions in a safe way. there is another tools in pharmacy which is called journalizations. A journal is an OCaml script which replaces each user actions. So it is automatically generated on need or on user request by a command line options. And that is very useful for debugging because if pharmacy crashes for any reasons, there is a journal which is generated. It's also useful for to be used as a macro language because you do some action with the GUI, you generate the journal, and so you have a script. You can run it again, and that is the same. You can also use it in order to quickly prototype your own plugin, because in the same way you generate the journal, and after that you generalize it to any subprograms. So when it's very easy to tell to pharmacy, that is the developer which should do that your functions must be written in the journal if it is called. And for this purpose, just put this argument to true, and that's done automatically. I will try to do a demo another time. Emacs is working. Cool. That is a good one. So it is all the code. So you have the registration of the plugins, the options, the visitor implemented the loop which computes the number of loops in your C programs. You register your function in the API and you journalize it. And that is the main which runs the analyzers only of if the option minus loop is set. So I can write in. Of course, the plugin is already registered. So there is a problem, so I uninstall the plugin. Okay, that works. So I want pharmacy in pharmacy in a single bubble search program like this. Okay, there are 2 loops in the programs. Once pharmacy is running, the kernel says some messages because I have incompatible plugins with this custom version of pharmacy. The kernel proposes the save files, and our plugin loops print that the program contains 2 loops. So your plugins are an help. You can display it if you want. That is generated automatically. We have no written the code for this purpose. That is automatically generated by pharmacy for you. You have the name of the plugins, the descriptions, and all the pre-existing options. Your option minus loops on pre-existing options. On here, I have generated a journal. That is the point here. Generating today a few minutes ago. And here, it is exactly the actions run by the pharmacy kernel for your plugins. The first line is you set the option minus loop to true. The second line is to analyze the files bubblesort.c. Then you apply the dynamic the function of your API called envelopes called main. Okay, and the rest is the main object journal it says, which catch exception and so on. Pharmacy has another notion called project, and mainly a project is one IST of your C programs and all the associated global states like the result of the analyzers for these C programs. And in pharmacy, you can handle as many programs as many projects on as many C programs as you want. But by default, there is a default project, a current project. So the analyzers, it is not required to add extra parameters to your analyzers. And for examples, in our previous code, we don't write that our non-envelope functions is parameterized by any project. We just write ist.get. We just write ist.get here, and it returns the current C programs for the current project. And if your users in the GUI change the default project, here Pharmacy will give you the good corresponding project. IST. But the developer must register each of these global states. That is automatically done for each command line options. But here we register the states corresponding to the result of our analyzers. And we just say that it is a reference of an option of an int. And that's the we give a name of what kind of result it is. And there is another thing that is dependencies. And here we say that these states, the result of our analyzers, depend on the IST. So that if the IST change, the result will be automatically cleared by Pharmacy. So all the global state of Pharmacy is automatically consistent, because if the IST change, mainly the number of loops in the C program change, so we have to redo the analyzer. The last thing is that you can also extend the Pharmacy GUI itself. So we add an extension point to the GUI here, and this function just register a new panel in the Pharmacy GUI, and that is some label GTK code. And if you the full code is here. That is not so big, it's just a label GTK. You have a label, a text label, a button, and some action associated to it. And you can run the Pharmacy GUI on the bubble search algorithm. And that is the Pharmacy GUI. And here you have your own panel with an ID, a button compute, and if you press compute, the number of loops in your C program is displayed. The program is here, and that is automatically done. If you duplicate this project, so you have two times the same programs, and you can edit it, you can delete one, and automatically Pharmacy handles the counter for this project. And here you have panels for some other plugin screens implemented. So mainly that's all. So to conclude, Pharmacy is a dedicated platform to source code analysis of C programs. which provide high-level powerful services and only present some of them here. And an important point is that pharmacy mainly handles all ISO 99 constructs. And there is already an existing community of plugin developers, not only in our lab or in Acquia. And that is both academics developers or industrial ones. And we provide documentation and support for it. So don't hesitate to join our community. Thanks a lot.
Just a very quick question. Did you have some kind of plugins to handle the camel param, camel return stuff in C code to check, for example, the correctness of a C binding for a camel?
No, they don't.
And will it be possible to do it?
That's a good question. You can, if you have a C binding, mostly you interact with the GC of camel, so you have to prove some kind of stuff on the GC, and it's quite a difficult code to analyze.
Okay.
So it should be quite difficult to do.
Okay.
Because you have to verify a GC.
Okay. So it cannot be my starter project to learn pharmacy.
No, probably not.
Great. Thank you.
You can access the abstract syntax tree, but do you also have a control flow graph? And
Yes, there is.
I don't know what abstract interpretation.
I present only few things here, but you have access to the control flow graph. You have a visitor, I showed it, but you have also a functor for which provide data flow analysis forward and backward. So that's easy to implement an abstract interpreter, for instance.
So are these libraries also useful for generating C code, or would that not
Yes, you can generate C code with the visitor. And I use a visitor which visits the IST in place. But there is also another visitor which copies the IST, and you can do some program transformation by copying it, by changing some statement by another one, by creating new statement, deleting what you want. So that is possible, that is done. There is, for instance, already plugins which performs constant propagations, which perform program slicing, which is the techniques which remove, you select, for instance, a statement, and it removes all the part of the code which does not impact the semantics of this statement. So that is fully possible. And actually, it takes the current IST in the current project, and it generates a new IST in a new project.
So sorry to interrupt you. Thank you for your exposé. If people want